0.995. There's a tiny little bit. So here, the reason for this gap here is because of the shoulder on the inside of this spring ring plate. So I guess that will leave a little bit of room for the springs. Well, as you can see, the new chain has arrived. I just went back to the same process that I tried before, where I stacked up all the old chains here at the top three, with a new chain down at the bottom. It's not super scientific, but what it does show at the end is that we're about 1/4 of an inch out. So the new chain is about 1/4 of an inch shorter than the chain that I took off, which was the second one from the bottom with the link. and then the other two that are the old chains that I got from my friend John. So hoping that that will make enough difference, but we'll put the chain on now. But this is the continuous chain, the Reynolds chain from Coventry Spare. So yeah, and then that's the new tensioner plate, and then a little something to snack on while I'm working on this. So thanks very much, John at Coventry. Well, that's turned out great. I must say, I didn't expect the chain to be as slack as it is, even with the new chain. Thought it would be a bit tighter, and maybe I wouldn't have to adjust the adjuster for the tensioner plate as much as I did. But anyway, that's fine. This is just loosely assembled for now, and I'll retighten this correctly once I get the spring ring and the end nut on. Well, I think I may be mistaken in terms of what I thought was going to be happening with this spring ring. From the last video, you remember that a bunch of my springs were broken, and someone had turned this spring outside so that the seats were facing out. And you can see the witness marks from the springs. And my understanding was the new ring was set to the depth of the seats. In other words, it was thinner than the original plate to put less stress on the springs. Well, here's the new plate, and actually it's quite thicker than the original one. So the old one, I just measured it with my caliper, 2.67 to 2.7 thereabouts millimeters. The new one is actually 3.31 to 3.33 millimeters. It's far more substantial, actually. It's obviously flat and constant, but it's thicker than the old one, if you can see that there, quite a bit thicker. I just thought that it would be thinner to put less stress on the spring, so I'd appreciate any comments about that. Yeah, so anyway, I'll put it on for now, but I guess I was just a bit surprised. I thought it would be this nice thin little plate that I'd be getting, but it's actually thicker than the thickest measurement on the old one. I do like the little lip on this plate that goes on the inside that sort of holds the springs in place as well, a little bit, so yeah, that's good.